Good day everyone, and how has your day been? Today we'll be learning how to create an interactive calculator using Scratch programming. So to get started, you open your Scratch. So the first thing you need to do after you must have opened your Scratch is you go to the stage so that we can set up the background. So you click on stage right over here and you click on choose backdrop from library. So on the backdrop library, we will scroll down and search for chalkboard. So when you select your chalkboard, you click on OK. As you can see, I have the background set on the screen. After we must have applied our background, then we need to get rid of this sprite one by right clicking on it, then choose delete. Then we will go ahead, click on choose new sprite to bring in another sprite character. So for this project, we are going to be using Abby as our interactor. So I will click on Abby and then click on OK. Good. Abby is now on the screen. So let's go ahead and start preparing our working environment. So the first thing we need to do here is we need to create 3 variables under the data block of codes. So when you click on data over here, we'll click on make a variable to make the variable. So the first variable will be named first number, while the second variable will be named maths sign. We go ahead again and make another variable which is called the second number, and then we'll click on OK. So we created these 3 variables to store the first number, the second number, and the math sign. Now if you can remember, when you're using a calculator, you have to press in the first number, then you press the sign, either plus or minus, and the second number you wish to calculate together. So that's the reason why we created these 3 variables. The first number variable will hold the first number the user will put in. The second number will hold the second number the user will put in, while the math sign will hold the plus, minus, times, and divide sign. Okay, so now let's go ahead and start coding. So before we start coding, remember to click on Abby, then you click on the event block over here. So under the event block, we bring out when the green flag is clicked. So we'll go ahead again and go to the sensing block. So this sensing block will bring out ask and wait and place it just under when the green flag clicked. So inside this, we'll click it and change it to enter the first number. Then we'll go ahead to our data block over here. We'll bring in set, place it here, and change the value for the second number to first number. Okay, then we go back ahead to our sensing, then we'll bring out the answer and place it here. So this code right here is telling us that when the user type in the first number, it's going to save it as on the variable, on the first number variable. Okay, so we'll do the same thing to the math sign and the second number. So we'll go back to ask Then here we say type in math operator. So we now give them the option of plus, minus, then asterisk for times, and forward slash for divide. Good. So we do the same thing again. Under your data block, we bring out the sets, we change this value to math sign, and we'll go back to sensing and bring out the answer and place it inside this block. So we're going to do the same thing for the second number also. So right here we'll type enter the second number. Good. Then we'll go over to data again, bring out set second number. Okay, it's already on second number, so we'll go back to our sensing, then we'll bring out answer and place it right here. Good. So this code so far will ask the user to enter the first number they want to add. Then this one over here will ask for the type of arithmetic they want to perform, either plus, minus, times, or divide. Then it will now go back to this one here where we have enter the second number. Okay, good. So now let's go ahead and start programming all these three inputs from the user. So to do that, we'll go to under control block. Okay, so on our control block, we'll bring out if then else. We'll bring out if then else. So we'll bring out the if then else, place it under here, and we'll move to our operator. So under our operators block, we'll bring out this equals code, just like this. Then inside of these two, we'll go back to our data, we'll bring out the math sign. So the first one we're going to do is for addition, which is the plus. Okay, so we'll code this part in such a way that when the user press plus sign like this, so we have to put the plus sign here, it should produce whatever code we'll place in between this code over here. Okay, so for us to program that, the addition part, we'll go back to our looks. We'll go to looks block and bring out say just inside here. Can you see that? Then inside this say, we'll place another code inside. Then we'll get the code from operators blocks. So under the operators blocks, we'll bring out join and place it right inside. So it's going to say join right here. We'll click inside and type your answer is, then right here under the operators blocks, we'll bring out this plus operator over here and place it inside the second box where we have the join. So inside these two operator blocks, additional operator blocks, we will now go back to our data and fix in the first number and also fix in the second number. So this line of code is telling you that join your answer is, then it's going to plus the first number that the user typed plus the second number the user typed. Okay, so we are going to use the same approach to do for, so we are going to use the same approach to program for minus, times, and divide. So I will go back to my control, bring in my if then else, and not if then else. Can you see that? So we'll bring it out and place it right inside the else. Okay, right inside the else under the math sign. Okay, so now this if then else will be programmed for minus. So to do that, we'll go back to our operator, we'll bring out the equals block, then we'll go back to data, bring out the math sign, and here we'll type the minus. Okay, so this block of code will be programmed for minus. Okay, so whenever the user pressed minus, it's going to program everything we'll put here. So we'll go ahead again to loops, we'll bring out say, we'll go back to operator and bring out join and place it right inside, just the way we did for first and second. But this time around, after typing your answer is, so this time around we will bring out the minus operator over here and place it inside the second join block. Okay, so we will now put in the first and the second number. Then we'll go to data blocks, then we'll bring out the first number variable and also the second number variable. Okay, so the same thing applies to our times over here. So we'll do the same thing under control, if then else, we'll bring it right inside the else. Can you see that? Right inside the else for the minus. Okay, then we'll do the same thing, we'll go to our operator, bring out this, place it in there, we go back to our data, bring out our math sign, and this time around we are programming for multiplication, so we'll put our asterisk over here. Okay, so when the user types asterisk, it should, you know, display whatever code we are placing right here. Okay, so we'll go back to loops, we'll pick our say hello, we'll go back to our operators blocks, then we'll pick join hello world and place it right inside here. Then we'll type your answer is, just the way we did for other operators over there. So we'll go ahead to operator, then we'll pick out the one that has the asterisk sign for multiplication, then we'll go back to our data, bring in the first number and the second number. So the difference between them is that this part here is calculating for addition, while this part is calculating for subtraction, while this part is calculating for multiplication. Okay, so we are going to do for the last sign, which is the division. So we'll do the same thing again, go to our control blocks, we'll pick out if then else and just place it right after the else block for the multiplication. Okay, so we'll do the same thing we've been doing. We'll go to our operator, we'll pick out this, place it right there, go to our data and bring out the math sign, place it right here. Then here will now be our forward slash, which is representing our division. Okay, so just the same way, we'll go back to looks, pick out say hello, then we'll go back to our operators plug, we'll go back to our operators blocks, then we'll pick out join and place it right here. Inside it, we'll type your answer is, okay. Then over here we'll go back to our operators and bring out the division. Okay, right here we'll place it here, we'll go back to the data, bring out the first number and the second number. So all of these will calculate based on the plus, minus, multiplication and division. So in the situation whereby the user or the operator didn't choose any of these valid signs, okay, so we'll go back to our loops and bring out the say block and type you did not choose a valid math operator. Good. We did not choose a valid math operator. Good. So let's go ahead and debug or test all this code that we've written over here. Okay, so to do that, we'll press on the green flag over here as stated on our click events here. So we'll click on the green flag over here. Then can you see that enter the first number? I'll be saying enter the first number. It's just picking the first line of code here. So we'll click here and let's say 12. Can you see when I press my enter key, it's asking me again, type in math operator. So Abby is at this line of code right here. Okay, so when I type the operator, let's say plus, press my enter, so she's asking me to enter the second number. We are right here. Okay, so I'll put in 2 over there. So immediately I press my enter, Abby is going to calculate the first number and the second number and give me my answer. Can you see that? Now let's run it again, and this time around let's choose an invalid sign. So let's say the first number is 122. Then let's say this is my math operator, like a dummy text, and the second number. So if I should press this, can you see Abby is telling us that you didn't choose a valid math operator. Okay, so we've successfully programmed an interactive calculator. So I want you to code along with me and practice. Okay, have a nice and wonderful day.